Hey, 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 my friends. It is that time again. You found me. I'm here. It's your brother. Your ace in the hole, your wild card, MGTOW Expat, hitting you up with another video from Siem Reap, Kampuchea, aka Cambodia. Got some people outside cleaning right now. Very loud at this hotel. I'm looking forward to getting back to the cheap hotel above a very busy intersection in Phnom Penh because the staff here is very rude and the internet sucks first and foremost, even worse than that cheap place that I was in, which I'm going back to because it's cost effective and I live on a budget, Jack Reacher kind of budget. Probably poorer than Jack Reacher, but anyways, Jack Reacher lifestyle. So you found me. I'm here. It is your brother, your ace in the hole, your wild card MGTOW Expat. If you're receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. Now let's get going here. Take a pause quick. So how did we get here? What happened to bring us to this backup channel today? Instead of the main channel where all those good videos are that I have to, are private in defense in order to keep them all from being deleted. About 400 videos on MGTOW Expat 1. Why are we here? As you know, there's been a lot of attacks, not only from the usual culprits, I don't need to mention them again, they're our main arch nemesis, the standard usual suspects. But not only them, but also we have rainbow pill infiltrators in our community. They've caused a great disturbance in the force, so to speak. And they've been causing a lot of problems. But not only them, but most disappointingly, worst of all, we have attacks from infighting MGTOW from our own community. And to me, there's nothing more stupid and unintelligent and just petty than infighting in this community, especially in a resistance. In a resistance where all the odds are already against us. We have to check out of society and go galt in order to even do this. And the odds are already against us. We're like facing an empire. And I don't need to go into who those enemies are. But infighting is like primitive tribes facing an empire rather than uniting together and facing their common enemy. They fight each other over petty little disputes and disagreements and make us all weaker so that the empire can just roll over us more easily. That's infighting. That's infighting. Okay? It's like, say Return of the Jedi, which I saw in the movie theater when I was a kid, when it first came out. Return of the Jedi. Say we are the resistance, like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2. Let's say they're on the Ewok planet. I don't even remember the name of the planet. I'm not a Star Wars expert. I'm a comic book expert. I'm not a Star Wars guy so much. That was my dad, the malignant narcissist. But I did see Return of the Jedi in the theater when I was a kid, when it first came out. And anyways, that's like Luke Skywalker and the crew, Han Solo and them, all deciding to fight against the Ewoks instead of joining together to fight the Empire. It's like, hey, you guys caught us in your wire net trap, and you weren't nice to my friend. You weren't nice to us until you thought C-3PO was a god, and you first were mean to us. So you know what? We're gonna start a war with you Ewoks. And instead of joining together to fight the Empire, we get petty and stupid, and we fight against other MGTOW and encourage our viewers to attack those channels. Take a pause. So, what do I think? I'd make a brief point about how I think real men, should handle their business. And there is such a thing as a real man. There is a difference between a boy and a man. There is a difference between a male and a real man. A man is someone you respect. A man is someone who handles his business with honor and integrity, and a man, you know what I'm getting at. Real man is for us men to decide. It's not for women to decide, it's for men. And there is such a thing as being a real man. And how I think that men should handle their business. If you have a problem with another MGTOW channel, and if you already have a relationship with this other MGTOW channel, let's say, if you already have open lines of communication with this man, if you have a problem with the guy, you should take it up with him directly, like a man. Instead of before saying anything to him or without failing to take it up with him directly, like a man. Directly, honestly, personally. Instead of making a video about that man and saying he hasn't responded to these videos, so I'm going to make a video about him, calling him out. Or calling you out, calling me out. Instead of just taking it up directly with someone you have open lines of communication with, you make videos about him and call them out by name and trash them, trashing other MGTOW. There is nothing more counterproductive, and I believe it's a cheap way of getting views. As we know, a lot of people know this, that a cheap way of getting YouTube views is to have YouTube feuds with other channels. It's a cheap tactic, and it's not honest, and it's pretty pathetic, especially considering what we're facing already, and we got to make it harder by going off against each other and then encouraging our viewers to attack other MGTOW channels. Come on. This is not how we handle our business, and this is not how men handle their business directly. They don't make, especially, okay, like, if it was somebody that I didn't have a relationship with, I could see making a video about it, about that person, like somebody in the media or, I don't know, anybody that I don't have a relationship. But if you already have a open lines of communication with somebody, you don't need to, you can just talk to them directly first, and then you can make a video about them if they don't want to talk to you. But I don't think this is an honorable man way of handling business, is to make videos trashing other MGTOW channels. So this is one of the main reasons how we got here. I believe these attacks were coordinated on many sides. So let me take a quick pause here. Oh yeah. All right, we're back. So I had that toilet in the background was kind of distracting me. didn't think it looked that good on the video. So anyways, let me continue with this. Why are we here? Why are we here today? I have some notes prepared here. I think I'll turn the brightness down so it's not reflecting in my glasses so harshly. So I'm going to read off some notes because a lot of times my message is much better when I write something in advance, and it's just not going to be as good if I just ramble off the top of my head. Sometimes it can be, but in my opinion, a lot of times it's better when I write it first and I really take the time to think about my thoughts and write them down instead of just making it all up spontaneously, which can be cool, of course, obviously. But let me read some stuff here. Continue with this. How do we get here? Why are we here? Okay, so I believe I'm in this position now where I had to make a backup channel, leaving all my subscribers wondering where I am and what happened, leaving all of us in this position. And all those 400 videos I have are temporarily, if not permanently, gone. They could still permanently, I'm not sure if there could be a third strike coming, I don't know yet. Because first and foremost, we have the usual enemies, our main enemies, Marxists, leftists, SJW-run social media platforms who hate free speech, and of course, feminists. Those are our arch rivals. That's just goes without saying. The standard are arch rivals, like the Joker for Batman. That would be them. But I also believe I'm in this position because of rainbow pill channels and their followers. I believe the attacks are coming from them too. But finally, and most disappointingly, I believe I'm under attack, we're under attack, because of infighting. Big established MGTOW channels who feel threatened by the new breed, the new generation of MGTOW who refuse to hide and are not TFL. We're not True Force Loneliness or big we're not total nerds. You know, it's a different style, it's a different approach, it's a new breed, it's a new generation. And these big, older, established, certain MGTOW channels feel threatened by that. Instead of working together and helping each other, instead of a rising tide raises all ships scenario, which is all of us working together, just creates bigger and better situation for everybody. We're not taking away from anything. It only increases the it makes everything better when we work together. So you have older MGTOW channels actually attacking the new guys who they feel threatened by. Their egos getting in the way of progress for all of us and refusing to work together with open and honest communication one-on-one directly. Older, bigger, or more established MGTOW channels bringing us all down with petty infighting and self-ego stroking behavior. Trying to build themselves up only, or their little beta male nerd clique only, instead of trying to work together with the new guys and build all of us up together. And certain bigger and older MGTOW channels have publicly encouraged their viewers to go after these new MGTOW channels that they don't like. Not only to go after them, but anyone who's ever associated with them. Condemning us smaller and newer upstarts for coming together in person and uniting on big all-star live streams together with many others. Condemning us for shamelessly showing our faces or names and welcoming others to stop hiding in the shadows. No shame is our approach. There were some good and valid points made by these older established MGTOW channels in their attack videos. But attacking other MGTOW channels, calling them out by name, is not helping any of us. It's only hurting MGTOW as a whole, this infighting behavior. Not helping anybody, it only hurts all of us. Let me continue. All right, so this is why we're here. Attacks on all sides. Not only from the outside, the Marxist, leftist, tech giant companies and feminists, that's the outside attacks, but also rainbow pill, aka purple pill, infiltrators, and infighting from our own community. I have no proof of who has been attacking my channel and my personal friends' channels. I have no proof, there's no way to know, because they are anonymous cowards who don't like free speech and they want authoritarianism and censorship instead. But I operate on intuition and instinct, even more so than just sheer brain work. Ignoring my intuition is like cutting the legs out from under me, and I realized almost two decades ago, it's possibly my best gift in life is my intuition and instinct. And my gut, it says that it's been a coordinated attack from many directions, and there's been my other MGTOW friends of mine who believe the same thing, that it's been a coordinated attack from many directions. Those who ignore their gut, those who ignore their gut or their instincts, ignore their intuition, who only operate on analytical thought, they're actually more stupid. Because your instinct knows everything. Your brain only knows some things. That's truth. Intuition and instinct are the result of thousands of years of pre-programmed information that comes to us automatically without even thinking about it. Intuition or instinct is actually more powerful and more wise, I say, than just the human brain by itself. It seems obvious to me, but my instinct says all these strikes and attacks on various channels are the result of a coordinated attack from many sides, not just from the outside, but also from petty, egotistical infighters, like petty tribes who attack the other tribes, rather than uniting together against the common enemy that is an empire. Take a break. However, if I have to guess who is the number one suspect behind these strikes and attacks on my channel and others. If I had to guess who the number one suspect is, what does my gut say? Because there is no way to know for sure. They are anonymous cowards who are trying to take down free speech and demand more political correctness, aka cultural Marxism. My number one culprit is certain rainbow pill channels and their very few followers. The infiltrators of our community who are not even MGTOW, but they're trying to get in on a trend, on a popular, trying to ride our wave because it's a way to get cheap YouTube views, pretending that you are this MGTOW. So that's my number one suspect. Going on intuition and gut instinct, it's rainbow pill. You know exactly who I mean, and if you're watching this, you know who you are. And you're probably going to continue attacking my backup channels, and there might be many more backup channels after this. We'll see. They are anonymous cowards who are attacking free speech and establishing more political correctness and cultural Marxism. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoy the new channel. I hope it's I hope I don't get a strike right away, or I'll have to make everything private again. So this is how we got here, and we continue to evade under heavy fire. We find ways around to keep on going. They cannot stop us. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance. Beneath this mask is more than flesh. Beneath this mask there is an idea, and ideas are bulletproof. They can't kill an idea. They can't stop us. All right? They can't take us down because they can't kill an idea. So I'm just going to say, once again, take back your life, take back your freedom, and take back your manhood. MGTOW Expat signing out.